They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that... It's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Here's Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're number one. They have to prove it. To attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And Wilson going to change things up here.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Here we go. We're good.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
To throw is Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Deeper. Front left.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Wilson changing the play.
Check.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Bears 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, it's Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a throw here to his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Back to throw. Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. Trying to run with Foreman.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going for it. Here's Herbert.
And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down and 8.
To throw is Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
Wilson. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his first touchdown of the year.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lots of look to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield equally good.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
11. Hey, 551.
Out of the gun, Fields.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. Fields throwing again. That's complete to Mooney.
Oh, a heck of a move. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Hey, 0-0-0.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Tempo.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Good job right there. All those special.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Angel.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
That is incomplete.
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Loose inside the 30. Darnell Mooney.
Touchdown. of Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 97 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the point after try for Santos. And this is back to a 5-point game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
For their first sack of the game, it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
And they'll get him down past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on the fake spike. Doesn't work out, but at least here, the clock does stop with the incompletion.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Looking deep here for Mooney.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with